through and pulled up in his own good time. Early pace in the race should come from Callisoe Bay. Silver Wedge always races up with a pace. Romancer is just back in third. Chief Song, no slouch, and the yellow on the right is Major Summit, 1 out of 1 so far. But this Callisoe Bay, look at the horse's stride. All the power from the horse comes from his... we lost, all but lost Chief Song there. All the power from a horse comes from its back quarters, hind quarters, and they really are very, very strong indeed on this Callisoe Bay, who takes one enormous stride and measures it well. He's 5 clear of a much nippier horse in Silver Wedge in second place. 2 lengths back then to Major Summit, the outside of Romancer, and trailing them is Chief Song after that mistake at the first. But the crowds here at Sandown revelling in seeing this Callisoe Bay. The horse with a giant stride, 5 clear of Silver Wedge in second, Romancer in third, Major Summit on the outside of Chief Song, their 4th and 5th, as they race up past the enclosures and come to the top of the home straight. Right-handed turn then, downhill to the back run where they have 4 flights of hurdles to take, 6 left in this Grade 1 bearing Securities Tolworth hurdle. And the odds-on favourite Callisoe Bay is clear by 5. The Silver Wedge in second, Romancer the inside of Major Summit, and the back marker is Chief Song. No change in that order as they race away down the hill. It takes them to the Eclipse Star. The right-handed turn there, and it's Callisoe Bay. The leader, clear by 5 to Silver Wedge and Romancer and Major Summit, and then Chief Song. So they level up down the back stretch, and it's Callisoe Bay clear by 5 to Silver Wedge in second. Doesn't he measure it well? That's Callisoe Bay, so powerful. Callisoe Bay by 5 to Silver Wedge, by 4 to Romancer, who's already getting reminders in third place. And then 5 lengths back to Major Summit. Callisoe Bay hurdles it well. Major Summit rather paddles at it, and at the rear of the field Chief Song was a little bit awkward. But there's only one horse in this, and that's Callisoe Bay. Only clear by about 4 or 5 now to Silver Wedge. Romancer, there goes Chief Song. Again he paddled through that one, but this is Callisoe Bay. But Silver Wedge is getting closer. Callisoe Bay probably being given a breather by Jamie Osborne. Silver Wedge 4 out of 4. Romancer is back in third place as they head to the last on the far side. Flight number 6, and it's still Callisoe Bay in the lead. Silver Wedge being pushed along by Norman Williamson, asking him to get competitive, but he could be taking on a very tall order indeed in Callisoe Bay. 6-year-old playing the 4-year-old. Callisoe Bay at 2's on. Silver Wedge, the orange jacket, 4 to 1, and then Chief Song at 7 to 1 looks out of it. Major Sam, it's at 10 to 1. Romancer at 16s, but it's still Callisoe Bay. Is he toying with them as they start the turn for home? They've got 2 more flights of hurdles to jump. Callisoe Bay on the front end, only by a length the Silver Wedge and Romancer, and then Major Summit tries to come with a rush on the outside in the yellow and white. They're rounding the final turn, homeward bound now, and it's Callisoe Bay, Chief Song right out of it. Silver Wedge, a horse with a big white face, then Romancer really being rousted along for David Bridgewater. Yellow and white, Major Summit coming down towards the second last, and it's Callisoe Bay joined by Silver Wedge. Is he toying with them? Come down towards the second last. Callisoe Bay opens up by a couple of lengths. Silver Wedge, little nippy horse in second place, made to look very one pace as he tried to hurdle that and keep strides with the giant Callisoe Bay, who's gone clear by 6 to Silver Wedge. Then comes Romancer and Major Summit come down towards the final flight, and Callisoe Bay clear by 4 to 5 lengths at it. He goes through the top a bit, and Silver Wedge gets a bit of momentum, and Silver Wedge is starting to fight back, and Callisoe Bay is now flat to the boards. Here goes Silver Wedge with a rush on the outside, and he's come to take the champion, but he comes back, Callisoe Bay. Silver Wedge and Callisoe Bay. Silver Wedge going on yet again, up towards the line. Silver Wedge takes it. Silver Wedge, Callisoe Bay, 12 lengths back then to Major Summit. Then came Romancer, and Chief Song has been pulled up, and so the result then of this, the bearing Securities Tolworth hurdle, Silver Wedge has won the race. They always say a good big one will beat a good little one, but on this occasion it was the good little one that beat the good big one. Look at that, the comparison of horses. Callisoe Bay, the big, strong, strapping chaser, and Silver Wedge, the small, nippy little terrier of a tyke, has won 5 out of 5. Silver Wedge in the colours of Mrs. Shirley Robbins, trained by David Nicholson, William by Norman Williamson, for whom he was the 67th winner of the season, and Silver Wedge completes a nap hand here at Sandown Park for the David Nicholson hurdler. Of course, Ansem did just that at Warwick earlier this afternoon. But Callisoe Bay, big horse, strong horse, steward's inquiry called, and it's on the outside, Silver Wedge. Callisoe Bay comes under pressure. They come very close here. They do come very close there. Silver Wedge and Callisoe Bay, they're a long way clear of the third place major summit, but it's Callisoe Bay rallying. Silver Wedge finds more. They're both game horses. Steward's inquiry, there goes the announcement. Silver Wedge and Callisoe Bay.